Hello, everyone. I decided to record something just because I was bored and kind of felt like it. I want to talk a little bit about my day, just kind of how things have been going, I guess. I figured I'd play this again. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, so I've been awake for 24 hours now. Um, it's because I couldn't fall asleep last night and I had to go into work. I managed to get in maybe like an hour of sleep or something. Uh-oh. Is this still working? I'm gonna have to double check this. Anyways. Yeah, I got like maybe like an hour of sleep, which is funny. Um gotta go for the ice cooler. Um but yeah, I couldn't go to bed and so I was laying in bed at like 2 in the morning and I thought, I'm gonna have to be up at 5 to be at work at 6. So I said maybe, since I know people are working at 5, maybe I can kind of weasel my way in and work at 5 instead of 6. Because I'm not scheduled for 5. I'm scheduled for 6. But they play it pretty loose. They play it pretty loose at work, so I knew I'd be able to kind of squeeze my little buns in between those time slots. It wasn't going to be hard to ask them. They say yes to everything. So I got in. How many dinos do I need? Oh, I need 4. So I got in, and I just said it's easier to go in earlier than my regular time because I'll be closer to I'll be sorry, I'm tired. I'll be closer to getting done uh, if I just go in early. Because I was laying in bed in like 2 in the morning thinking, if only I could just, because I can't sleep, if only if I could just go into work now, like at 2 or 3 in the morning, it would just be easier. And I did kind of like think, not that I would, but I did kind of think like, yeah, I was sort of like thinking about how I would do it. I would just go sneakily clock in and then do all the work and and then, you know, clock in on my regular time. And yeah, I'm not really paying attention here. Yeah. And then I'd be able to go home. And then I just thought, well, wait a minute. I can actually I can't go in at 3 in the morning, but maybe I can actually oops. Hold on, let me try to get this. Okay. But I thought people are going at 5, like I mentioned earlier, so I'm a little scattered right now because I'm very tired. Sorry if I'm just sort of rambling. I'm just sort of talking about my day because I didn't really have anyone to talk to when I got home. Wanted to talk to my mom, but I think she's at church. I would like to go, but I'm not really in much condition to be driving around right now. I was kind of on the way home. I was sort of not dozing off, but I was closing my eyes at the red lights. um, shouldn't do that, but I was tired. But yeah, I went in at 5 in the morning, and I got maybe like an hour of sleep. And you know what's funny? Is I I woke up to a dream that I was rocking out as the lead bass player and lead vocalist in the band called Royal Blood. I was uh-oh, did it freeze? Sorry. gonna have to go back and watch this anyways. Yeah, Royal Blood is like a alternative kind of rock band, and I was like rocking out on the bass with the distortion pedal and everything, and I was like, and like I woke up making like a yeah, I'm a bad to the bone kind of face, like kind of like crunching my face, like oh I'm rocking. It was a funny way to wake up. But it was cool because I was a rock star. Woke up as a regular person, not as a rock star. What a shame, what a shame. But yeah, I just went in, got the work done. Where are all the dinos at? Did I miss them? Oh, I can't go in there. Ooh. Never had a beach ball before. Does this bounce? Oh wait. Yeah. As far as waking up from a dream goes, I remember one time I woke up from a dream right as I was about to bite into a sloppy joe with extra onion. And I am a big fan of onion. Wasn't always a big fan of onion, but you know, your taste, your palate changes. I used to think onions were pretty gross, but now it's like when I double up onions on a burger or like a taco place or someone's grilling, I'm always a big fan of the bell onions and everything. Yeah. I'm glad I had a minute to just kind of talk about today, because yeah, today was kind of a stressful day, but I was worried how I was going to function today, because I actually had a coworker named James. I'm not going to go too far into his personal information, because that's his business, but he did call out one day, because he couldn't fall asleep, and he woke up late, and said, okay, I'm only going to have like 2 hours between, when I gotta fall asleep and go into work. So he decided to call out. And I thought about doing the same, but there's a couple reasons why I didn't. What is this? Is that Gangnam? Gangnam? What? Okay, anyways. I was looking at the PC. He called out, and I understand, because you gotta do what you gotta do. But for a couple reasons, I decided not to. Number one being, I just wanted to see if I could just muscle it out, because I had this idea of just going in super earlier than I was scheduled. I went in at 5 again, and just thought if I could just jam through it, if I could just give more than 80% of my effort, I could. Oh goodness, I didn't know they could do that. If I could just give in a good amount of effort, more than just 60 or 80%, just go a little bit more, I knew I'd be able to make it through the day as long as I hustled, so I did. But I was curious to see how I would kind of handle it. And I did okay. So yeah, there was that reason I wanted to see how far I can go. And also the second reason why I decided not to call out sick was because tomorrow is Memorial Day. And I work at a place that doesn't really have days off. So what they do is they give you something called a floater. And a floater is basically a fancy word for vacation day. And so they basically, since they don't give you the day off, they just give you a day off for you to use later. And they call it a floater. And if you call off at any point during the pay period of that week that you get the floater, excuse me, if you call off at any point, they have the right to take that floater away. So I said, well, worst case scenario, I just tell them, hey, I'm ready to go home. I'm just calling out sick while being, because you can not call out sick, but you can go home sick and use sick time. And that also counts as calling out. So I said, well, if I just worst case scenario, I'll just go. And if I gotta leave, I gotta leave. Plus, you know, I use less sick time if I make it through a few hours, and but you still lose the floater. But I, fortunately, did more than half the work today. I did more than half the work and came in super early, and yeah, left at like 11:30 or 11:20, and right now it's 12:30 because I already like showered and everything. I showered and, you know, turn on this recording and everything, and here I am. I've been up for 24 hours. And for a medical reason, it's kind of hard to fall asleep without taking medication. And this medication is not something that I can just take willy-nilly. It's for a personal reason. It's medication that assists me with sleeping. I won't go too far into that. But yeah, I can't just go taking it when I want to take a nap. I gotta actually take it around bedtime. I'm gonna finish this level and then end the recording. I'll probably do another one. Alright. I'm gonna end the recording.